They're probably just a couple of minutes. Because you take them right out of the can. They're semi, they're not...
Oh, okay, it's a matter of heating them up.
Right.
And what about the leanies?
Leanies? They're frozen. It might take about 3-4 minutes. If you got a good cook, they'll know when to take them off.
Well, the main thing is to watch them.
Yeah, you got to watch them.
Oh yeah, stand right over them. Now, Timmy, what do you think is good rolls? Hamburger rolls and hot dog rolls. Who makes good ones?
I really don't know.
What?
I really don't know. I don't eat them that often.
Oh, I see.
I like the potato.
That's right, the potato, yeah.
Potato rolls. Martini or something like that.
I know. Pepperidge Farm is good, and Arnold's is good. Even Stewart's has a good hot dog roll, and they have a very good hard roll for a hamburger. Till all our striving cease, take from our soul the strain and stress, and let our ordered lives confess the beauty of thy peace. In Hartford, people asked me, well, what is your TV show about? And I rose and I said, it's very simple. You forget ego, you forget self. You don't think about evil, you think about good things. And then you go out and do everything you can for everybody, people and animals, and you move the universe forward. No self, no ego, no evil. Breathe through the pulses of desire thy coolness and thy balm. Take from our souls the strain and stress. No, that's wrong. Thy coolness and thy balm. Let sense be dumb, let flesh retire. Speak through the earthquake, wind and fire. Thy still small voice of calm. Amen. Dear Lord and Father of mankind, a man said that his hometown has the lowest death rate of any town in the United States. Why? Nobody wants to be caught dead there. Did you hear about the man who was worried about his fourth daughter getting married? Why? His first daughter married a man from Singleton, New Hampshire, and they had one child. The second daughter married a man from Twin Oaks, Missouri, and they had 2 children. The third daughter married a man from Three Rivers, Michigan, and they had 3 children. Well, why are you worried about your fourth daughter? She's going with the fellow from the Thousand Islands. Mike in Albany goes back 6 or 7 years. He watched a chat with Glendora on Time Warner. And he called up, and we called up 2 or 3 times, exchanged, and then he began to ask me to hang up and sing hymns to him on his recorder. Yeah. What? Well, I should call him back. He would not pick up, and he would let the recorder record hymns. And he says, make some nice long ones. Well, maybe I did that 1 year. I did it, and then I don't hear from him 2 years, and then I'll hear from him again. He wants hymns. Well, 2 weeks ago, he wants hymns. And he got them, and he called up and thanked me for them. And then he said, can you sing me some more hymns, nice long ones? And I said to him, what are you doing for the world? What are you doing to help the world? He says, well, I'm vegetarian. Oh, well, that's good. And I go walking. I walk a lot, and people throw away their plastic bags, and they don't realize that a bird could smother itself to death on a plastic bag. Oh, so I picked them up and put them in the trash can. Well, that's very good, Mike. I think you should pick up all litter. I pick up all litter. I learned that from my English teacher in high school. You pick up litter everywhere. Okie dokie.
Okay.
What's the bill?
Okay. For you, whoops. I gotta recalculate it.
Okay.
Go.
In the meantime, I'll show you the lovely pens. Where'd you get those, Timmy?
I got them at Price Chopper.
In where? What town?
Rotterdam.
Loudonville?
Rotterdam?
Oh, Rotterdam.
Yeah.
Oh, that's lovely. Oh, it's so nice. Okay. And then he got me these. We need these very badly. Double A's. We need them for all our clocks. Don't you think that's excessive, Glendora, all your clocks? No, I do not. Because time is so important, and I want to spend my time thinking of the greatness of the universe, not dumb stuff. Hi, .com. Look what we just bought for you. Oh, wait, don't you go away, .com. I want you to hear this bill.
Yeah, it's gonna be high this time.
What?
It's gonna be high this time because you bought that. You took her roll. Well, you got the big franks, extra big franks. Yeah.
Did you notice I used up everything from last time?
.com's eating good.
Well, .com and also Glendora Vegetarian Club.
You're right. Okay.
And then the labels you couldn't find. Okay. Timmy, we'll make our own labels. How's that?
Okay. See?
Okay, $183 for vegetarian meat for .com and for the Glendora Vegetarian Club. And a little bit for Glendora. Now you had to put that into 3 places. Into the register, onto the check that we gave Timothy, and onto the daily expenses.
Call from Jackson.
It's insured, but
Right.
he just had to go through the rigmarole with the paperwork and everything to get it all fixed again. So.
I know, what a hassle, I know.
Oh yeah.
But he actually lost money, and I think it was in the thousands, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was in the thousands. He had a bank
Oh my
account.
God, wow.
You know, he didn't have
Wow.
he didn't
That's
have
terrible.
he didn't have 100,000 or 50,000 or probably just a few thousand, but because he's got a big family, taking the family.
Oh, that's awful.
Kind of hurt him for a couple months trying to pay bills.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can imagine, sure, of course,
Yeah.
of course.
Well, Robert, did you call to help me with BronxNet?
Yes, I got your message. I got your message on the phone last night.
Oh, all right. Do you think that you and Timothy and I can make that out right now?
Yeah, I suppose. I don't see why not.
All right.
I have a
Timmy,
copy-
would you
I
get
have a
out my
copy here of the
computer?
form That I received from BronxNet.
All right.
It's on
My computer's
page
out.
13. I know you mentioned that you spoke to him yesterday. So, do you need a sponsor from the Bronx?
Leave that blank for the time being.
Okay.
Let's fill out the rest of it, and then I'll talk to you about the sponsor.
Glendora, it's Debbie Holden calling. I'm just in the Staples, and they have a 12-pack and an 8-pack, and actually the 8-pack is fine. So anyway, they have a 24-pack that is a couple of bucks cheaper than 2 12-packs. I know you only wanted 2 10-packs, but they don't have a 10-pack. So I just wanted advice. But if I don't hear from you, I'm going to get the 2 12-pack because that's what you asked for, even though the 24-pack has a variety of colors, but it's ultra thin. Ultra fine, not just fine. Okay, I'll talk to you later. Thanks. Bye.
End of message. To erase this message erased. Next message.
Okay, Glendora, so now I'm at the Avery label station, and nothing is 4 by 5. The biggest I see is 2 1/4 by 3 1/2, and it's 8 on a sheet. And there is about 50 sheets. So, actually, yeah, it says like 400 labels. There's also little teeny packs, not in a sheet like you put in a computer. And those are also, some say hello because you want to put your name on it. I'm not really sure what you're using it for, so I don't want to waste my time getting you something only to have to come back and get it. There's 20 labels of 5 sheets that are 3 and 5/16 by 2 and 5/16. But again, that's much smaller than you're telling me. In a minute, I'm going to ask the people that work here, but I wanted you to know that I've never heard of a label that big, and I can't find any. There's also some clear labels. There's white labels. I'm not sure which one you wanted of them. I know you're on the phone, and it's very important, so hopefully you'll get this message and call me back before I leave the store. But I have a time crunch because I am getting to a meeting, so I only have a few more minutes. There is one here that is 7 1/2 by 5, and there's only 1 label per sheet, and there's only 5 labels on, the sheet. So that is only 5 labels. I'm not sure if that's what you're thinking. Okay, I'll talk to you soon. Bye.
Message erased. Next message.
All right, Glendora, so now the batteries are an issue because they only come in a 4-pack. One is 10. So rather than get you 8, I'm going to have to give you 12. That's just a 4-pack. So I don't know what to tell you with that. I wish I knew about the stickers. And you're still on the phone, and I need to pay up and get to my meeting. I don't know if it's for your name or what. There's a 3 by 4 that has, but that's not, it's for name tags. It has cords to hang them on. I don't know what to tell you. I'm going to ask people that work here, but there's literally not what you're asking for. And in the Avery label. So, if you get off the phone, you call me right away. Because I hate to have made this trip for nothing. There's some that are like big if you want to put them on a wine bottle that are 4 on a sheet. So you have 10 sheets, 40 labels. That's 4 3/4 inches by 3 1/2 inches. But I don't know what you're looking for. So please call me as soon as you can. Thanks so much. I'll talk to you later. Bye.
End of message. To erase this message, press 7. Message erased. Next message.
Yeah, very funny, Glendora. Very funny. Yeah. I think I've heard that.
James Dixon.
I got to pass that on to my comedian friend. Yes, James. Yeah, I got your picture. It's very nice. Yeah, I just finished putting it up on my wall. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to try to send
Manhattan.
a couple dollars to that chimpanzee organization.
Actor.
I'll put a check in the mail today. Okay, James.
End of message erased. End of messages. To listen to your messages, press 1. To additional options, press 4. To disconnect, press star. Personal options. To turn message waiting indicator on or off, press 1. To change administrative options, press 2. To record greetings, press 3. For pager notification greetings, to change your personal greeting, press 1. To select a standard greeting with your telephone number, your greeting has been recorded as. At the tone, record your greeting. At the end of your greeting, press pound.
Hi folks. A man said that his hometown had the lowest death rate of any town in the country. Why? Nobody wanted to be caught dead there. Look at this, my dear folks. These are the telephone calls that we have to do today. Because Friday is a critical telephone call because everybody's loafing on Saturday and Sunday. Is that daunting? At this hour, the pile is gone, folks. The pile is gone. How many did you do? Just 19. So, you add 19 to 55, 597, and that's going to be 607, 612. Ooh, that's very good. Now I can go to sleep. Hey folks, it's reading time. I'm sorry that the area has to be so dark, but otherwise I cannot see what's going on in the magnifier. I was looking at the definition of the soul, and in this glance at the soul is considered to be the life. The life. When the soul is in you, you have life. When the soul has left you, you don't have life. And I think that's true, don't you? We have said that death is the soul saying to you, I need a new body, let's go. But it goes way beyond that. So the soul is life, but what is this life? This life is the God. This life is the universe. This life is what it's all about. This life is the existence. This life is the cosmos. And we have said over and over again that the soul is the God that is inside of you. And the God that's inside of you is continuous with the God that's inside of you, the person next to you. And every person around. So this meaning of soul is life. Let's take a grab at one of this other. Let us now consider the Bible's use of the term spirit. Some people think that spirit is just another word for soul. However, that is not the case. The Bible makes clear that spirit and soul refer to two different things. How do they differ? Bible writers use the Hebrew word whatever, or the Greek word whatever, writing about the spirit. the scriptures themselves indicate the meaning of those words. For instance, Psalm 104 states, "If you, Jehovah, take away their spirit, they die and return to the dust." I think so. And James 2:26 notes that the body without spirit is dead. Okay. In these verses then, spirit refers to that which gives life to a body. Well, so does soul. I don't see a distinction yet. Without spirit, the body is dead, and without soul, the body is dead. Therefore, in the Bible, the word nuach is translated and only as spirit, but also as force, or life force. For example, concerning the flood in Noah's day, God said, "I am going to bring floodwaters upon the earth to destroy from under the heavens all flesh that has the breath of life." The breath of life that animated all living creatures. Can you figure it out? The soul, the spirit, life, God. And when does that heart start to beat? Well, first it has to be created in the embryo. Life begins before the heart starts to beat. The minute the life begins with the 2 cells, with 1 cell, 2nd cell. I guess it's adiaphorous. The soul and the spirit are not the same. I'm not convinced of that. The body needs the spirit in much the same way as a radio needs electricity in order to function. To illustrate this further, think of a portable radio. When you put batteries in a portable radio and turn it on, the electricity stored in the batteries brings the radio to life, so to speak. Without batteries, however, the radio is dead. So is another kind of radio when it is unplugged from an electric outlet. Similarly, the spirit is the force that brings our body to life. Also, the electricity the spirit has, without electricity, the spirit has no feeling and cannot think. It is an impersonal force. But without that spirit or life force, our bodies die and return to the dust, as the psalmist stated. No, I still think soul and spirit are the same, and that they're all God. It's whatever God is. The life in us, His spirit and the soul, is whatever God is. Well, that's very interesting. That's a good that's a good comparison, the radio. I have another one, but I just don't want to complicate things anymore. Okay. What's this? Seventh day vegetarian meats. As you saw, we bought a whole bunch of those today. We went through those pretty well. We bought tender rounds, which is like a meatball. We bought tender bits, which is like pork. We bought vegetarian hot dogs, vegetarian hamburgers, vegetarian roast, vegetarian ham, vegetarian turkey, vegetarian chicken, vegetarian salami, vegetarian bologna. Yeah, you saw that today we spent $185 on that. And Gloria's was only $85. Wholesome Family Association. Alternative. A choice of two things, one of which has to be taken. A choice, the word choice, in contrast to alternative, offers a choice offers without compulsion to take one or the other, whereas an alternative you have to take one or the other. And choice applies to more than two things. Election emphasizes the selective element in making a choice. This is very important, making choices. Option stresses even further the liberty of choice. Remember that, liberty of choice. And preference is the desire or predilection that accompanies the act of choosing. The act of choosing is so important. Alvine, pertaining to belly or intestines. .com lies on my Alpine area at night and purrs. Amain, full speed ahead, full might, at full speed, in great haste. Amain. Amanuensis, one who writes things down. Amaranthine, purplish, undying, unfailing. Amateur, one who cultivates a pursuit or study or science without pursuing it professionally. Amazon, a masculine woman. Ambich, roundabout or circuitous proceeding or ways. Ambassador, a minister of high rank. You and I are ambassadors. We are ministers of high rank, the high rank of selflessness, the high rank of altruism. We are ministers of high rank. Ambi, a combining form meaning both, as in ambilateral or ambidextrous. Ambidextrous, unusually dexterous, versatile, equally proficient with both hands. Oh, those beautiful words. The Ten Commandments. 1. Love God more than you love anything else. 2. Don't make anything in your life more important than God. 3. Always say God's name with love and respect. 4. Honor the Lord by resting on the seventh day of the week. 5. Love and respect your mom and dad. 6. Never hurt anyone. Okay? Vegan, never hurt anyone. Live harmlessly. 7. Always be faithful to your husband or wife. 8. Don't take anything that isn't yours. 9. Always tell the truth. 10. Be happy with what you have. Don't wish for other people's things. Here's a woman who lived to be 117 in Brooklyn. A couple years ago she died. Here is some more discussion of what the soul is. PhillyCam. PhillyCam, have you learned how to cable cast a DVD yet, minus R? Do you know how to cable cast a DVD minus R? You want me to send you a DVD player, one of these? I have quite a few spares. So you can plug it into the public access channel module. and get the information out to the public, which is what public access is about. Glendora. Oh, this is more vegetarian meat. Handyman. Jokes. I think this is in the wrong file, jokes. Okay. I think that's all, honey, for the reading. I think that's it. Why do you do that? Because it's inspiring and it makes us think about God, and when we think about God, we find out more about God. And what is God? God is the universe, the cosmos. God is all of us together. We can't be separated, just as a molecule of air can't be separated. We're just like water. We're all one. We're all working together with no ego, and to help each other and to move the universe forward. Here is the Alliance for Community Media, which will be meeting this summer in August. Brooklyn Public Access TV has been asked to conduct 4 workshops. Pittsfield Television, in rank violation of Title 17, the United States Code, Health and Welfare, about the law about public access television. That you cannot exercise editorial control. You cannot tell a public access producer what to say, like freedom of speech on the sidewalk. It deserves and gets the utmost protection. We have freedom of speech, but Pittsfield Public Access TV hasn't grown up yet, hasn't understood that. So they're requiring they're requiring me to have a person come on the top of my show and at the bottom of my show and say that that person is entirely responsible for the program. Well, you can't tell a public access producer what to say on his or her program. But I think we can turn it into a positive thing, and Debbie Holden can sign it because she works in Pittsfield. And she can say something like, "Hello, I am pleased to meet you. My name is Debbie Holden, and I work in the city of Pittsfield. And it gives me great pleasure to present this public access television show. A Chat with Glendora. It's something to the effect that I've known Glendora intimately for a long period, and I know Glendora to always stand up for what is right and good and kind. I'll have to write this out in better handwriting, my dear people. I can't read it. And that she will say, "Yours in truth, Deborah Holden," and if you have any questions, please talk to me. My email is debbieholden1@gmail.com. Okay. We'll call up Debbie and see what she thinks about that, and we'll call up Jim Schulman and see what he thinks about it. I am happy to. I am pleased to. Alrighty. What are we going to do about BronxNet, who's made a mess of things for a long time and has acted irresponsibly? Okay. We, Timmy Owen this morning and Robert Jackson in Yonkers, by telephone, the three of us filled out the form on the internet, and we're going to ask Leon Taylor, who works for Public Access TV in Brooklyn, but he lives in the Bronx, and so we're going to ask him to sign the papers as the Bronx resident. And the man says that his hometown has the lowest death rate of any town in the USA. Why? Nobody wants to be caught dead there. And the man is walking down the street with a darling Cocker Spaniel puppy in his arms, and he meets a friend, and he says, "What do you think of this Cocker Spaniel puppy I got for my wife?" And his friend says, "That's not a bad trade." And it was a rummage, the church was having a rummage sale, and the woman said to the minister, "You see that little room over there?" "Well, yes." "Well, I sold everything in that room." "Oh, that's the cloakroom." And the man who had a fourth daughter, and he was worried about her getting married. Why? First daughter married a man from Singleton, New Hampshire, and they had one child. Second married a daughter from a man from Two Rivers, Michigan, and they had two children. A third married a man from let's see, three something Missouri, and they had three children. "Why are you worried about your fourth daughter getting married? She's going with a man from the Thousand Islands." And the woman said to the artist, "I love your colors. I wish I could take some home with me." And he said, "You will, ma'am. You're sitting on my brushes." And the little boy ran into the house and said, "Grandma, I dropped my lunch bag on the driveway and Dad backed the car over it." And Grandma says, "That's Wheels on Meals." Why did the bunny rabbit ask to be changed into a goon within the next 24 hours? So he could be hare today and goon tomorrow. A lady says, "I have the most delicious recipe for casserole. I simply mention it, and my husband says, 'Let's eat out.'" In Buffalo, there's a park named Humboldt Park. Humboldt, Humboldt. The boy was asked, "What did you learn in Sunday school?" And he says, "Jesus sneaked through Humboldt Park." No, what the teacher really said was, Jesus had a meek and humble heart. The little Hollywood extra got a speaking part in a movie. Wow. And the scene was a detective would say, "Did you see this woman drink this cup of coffee?" And he was to say, "I did." And he went home and he practiced all the different ways you could say, "I did, I did, I did, I did." Comes time to shoot the scene. "Did you see this woman drink this cup of coffee?" And he said, "Did I?" This group of women met in this same room every month. And they came one night and everything looked so different. "What have you done? Have you redecorated? Do you have new wallpaper?" "No." "Well, do you have new carpeting?" "No." "Well, do you have new drapes?" "No." "Well, what did you do to make this room look so much better?" "I took down the ironing board." There are so many labor-saving devices on the market today, you have to work all your life to pay for them. Why do fish live in salt water? Pepper makes them sneeze. I think we covered it all. Hartford, we're going to send our new sponsor a donation for her nonprofit organization. We're going to send her a DVD of a chat with Glendora. We'll put some jokes in it from a live audience. Maybe we'll put Our Father in it. And then maybe we'll put one of these talks in it. A little half-hour show. Sort of a sample. So that's Hartford and BronxNet and Pittsfield. At the moment, Staten Island is quieted down. They couldn't figure out how to join the disclaimer with the program. They never should have a disclaimer in the first place. If they want a disclaimer, they should put it up there. They shouldn't tell us to put it up there. But on top of that mistake, they don't have a server that can play beyond the disclaimer and get into the program. They place the disclaimer for 10 seconds and stops. I guess if you're going to have a public access television network of 66 TV stations, there's going to be a link busted some every week. You've got to go out and repair a fence every week. I think we are up to date, my dear people. May the Lord bless you and keep you, and may His light shine upon you and give you peace. Breathe on us, breath of God, until our hearts are pure, until our will is one with God, to do and to enjoy. That all fits in with our model, doesn't it? That God is the universe, the cosmos. We're all one, and we're all working together to make the universe better. A man was worried about his fourth daughter getting married. Why? My first daughter married a man from Singleton, New Hampshire, and they had one child. My second daughter married a man from Twin Oaks, Missouri, and they had 2 children. And my third daughter married a man from Three Rivers, Michigan, and they had 3 children. So why are you worried about your fourth daughter? She's going with a fella from the Thousand Islands.